The Simpsons animated series is a very popular and interesting series. Due to unique characters and features, video game developers saw it as an opportunity to create meaningful games with relations to the series. Sit tight and buckle up as we explore this world of video games crafted out from the Simpsons animated series. For my gamers, you may want to play one after you watch this video. And if I were you, I'd start with the most successful and fun Simpsons game ever, Tapped Out. Not only is it free to play on your mobile platform, you get to be a big finger up in the sky navigating the life of Homer. The game begins with Homer's carelessness being the reason why Springfield gets blown to smithereens up so you get to spend the rest of your life rebuilding Springfield with him. We're talking about a city-building mobile game that allows players to create their own version of Springfield using familiar characters and buildings, which currently has about 10 writers of the animated series currently working on it. I tell you, playing this game is like living in the show itself, except you get to decide what Homer does and doesn't do. Donuts are even a currency. And even in the animated series, Homer plays this game. In the 5th episode of season 25, Homer briefly opens up the game and gets debited for $300. And previously, in the 6th episode of season 24, Homer says that his MyPad has awesome games such as
Tapped Out.
This game now has over 100 million downloads as well as over 4 million reviews. Let's hear what one of the reviews say. Love it, strangely addicted, but no need to purchase anything and still build and enjoy. A longtime Simpsons writer, J. Stewart Burns, said the game began as a labor of love and he had not expected much profits or success from it in the market. But this happens to be the most successful Simpsons game ever, especially if you compare it to the Simpsons Arcade Game, which was the top 3 best-selling arcade video game machines the year it was released. Developed and published by Konami Digital Entertainment, The Simpsons Arcade was released in 1991. It became top-notch in so many countries like North America and the United States. This is a 2D beat-em-up themed game that you can play on your PC via the DOSBox emulator. It has a total of 8 regular stages with 2 bonus stages as well, in which you have to push buttons to get that bonus. The last stage ends with you defeating the crime boss, Mr. Burns. In this game, you get to fight at the nuclear power plant, the downtown area, Krusty Land, Dreamland, Channel 6 TV station, and Moe's Tavern, all against unique enemies out for your blood. The game features a weird plot where Smithers is involved in a diamond theft in which he steals diamonds for his cyborg boss. We don't know how Smithers does it, but the diamond ends up in Maggie's cute little mouth, who in turn thinks the diamond is her pacifier, so Smithers kidnaps her, causing the Simpsons family to go on a quest to rescue the baby. And by the Simpsons family, I mean you. Like, what else do you expect after kidnapping the last born of the Simpsons? One of the best parts of this game is that it supports up to 4 players. Thus, the player takes the role of Homer, Marge, Bart, or Lisa Simpson in the game. In addition to all that, all the characters fight differently with unique attack styles. Homer kicks and punches the enemies forcefully, Marge slams them with a vacuum cleaner, Bart uses his skateboard, while Lisa fights with a skipping rope. Once the last stage is completed, Homer gets rid of the diamond and the family returns home happily with Maggie. Bart's Nightmare, 1992. From the name of the game, you can already tell that it is a game about Bart, and for a fact, this game is literally set in Bart's nightmare. Developed by the American company Sculpture Software in 1992 and published by Acclaim Entertainment, this game rocked in the 90s. We know Bart to be the not-so-serious type with school in the show, so as it turns out in this game, he tries to study for a test, but ends up falling asleep. He then dreams about his homework, but some pages of it are missing. So he has to find the lost pages before he wakes up so he will not fail his test he was studying for before he slept. Sounds complicated, right? But it's actually a fun game. Bart, our all-time fave, is in a virtual reality machine where he enters different worlds which are in the form of levels to retrieve the lost pages of his homework. The levels include the Itchy and Scratchy Show, the Temple of Maggie, Bartman, Bartzilla, and Bart's Bloodstream. In this game, you are graded in the school style A, B, C, D, F, depending on how good you are with the mini-games. Bart's grade is dependent on the player, and at the end of the game, if he has a bad grade, everyone in the family gets angry with him, especially Lisa, who needs an outstanding grade from Bart and not just an ordinary pass. The Simpsons Wrestling 2001. Not all games based on The Simpsons met good reviews, some met the opposite, just like this game. The plot of the game is quite interesting. Aliens invade Springfield and challenge the inhabitants to a wrestling challenge, and all because they observed Jebediah Springfield wrestle a bear way back in the 1700s. Funny story, the aliens would have attacked since the 1700s, but couldn't due to the vast distance between their planet and ours. This is a professional video game developed by Big Ape Productions, published by Fox Interactive Activision Electronic Arts, and released in 2001. The game has a total of 18 wrestlers, each with their own unique move, and they are characters in the series. Of course, Homer and his family are in the game. Just like every other wrestling game, a wrestler must pin his opponent for 3 seconds before being declared as the winner, and you get to fight for 2 rounds in a particular match. However, as this game became popular, it had a lot of bad reviews from gamers. It even has a 32% on Metacritic. It was said that the game has horrible graphics, uneven gameplay, and the wrestling is oversimplified. Only the audio tracks got positive reviews. Hit and Run 2003 Plus Remastered version. Unlike The Simpsons Wrestling, Hit and Run was a huge success in the market, with recorded sales of over 3 million worldwide by July 2007. It even won the award of the favorite video game of 2004 during the Nickelodeon Australian Kids' Choice Awards. The missions in this game are near to that of GTA Vice City. And just like GTA, it is in a Vice City, but obviously with less options, less violence, and no form of nudity. The suggested age for gamers is 12+ for crude and suggestive humor, cartoon violence, mild language, and drug material. When Homer destroys a property in the game, he either says, "I didn't do it," or "Bart did it," just like he does in the series. The game basically involves a mysterious surveillance equipment that takes the form of wasps, mind control soda that makes people act weird, and aliens terrorizing Springfield. Homer and his family put it in their place to find out why this equipment is there, and at the end of it all, they must solve the mystery and save the day, either by car, by foot, by the seat of your pants. Furthermore, the game consists of 7 levels with distinct missions in 3 different maps. Characters that are featured in the game include Homer, who plays 2 different levels, Bart, who does the same, then Lisa, Marge, and Apu. The Simpsons Road Rage 2003. This game was originally introduced in 2001, while in 2003, a Game Boy Advance version was released. It was available on platforms which included PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube. Our unique characters, Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Mr. Burns, are present in the game. The game is a taxi ride quest where the player chooses any character to be the driver. These drivers must pick passengers and drop them at their required destination as fast as possible so as to earn money. The game comprises 10 missions, 16 collectible vehicles, and 6 locations. It also has the feature of a multiplayer mode where 2 players can compete together. The Simpsons Game 2007. Upon its release in 2007, it was made available on Nintendo DS, Wii, Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation Portable. The exciting part about the game is that the Simpsons are required to participate in another Simpsons video game. Also, they all have superpowers to guide them in their different missions. The Simpsons Game was given good reviews about its visuals and writing, but there were still bad critics concerning their camera system. The game got the award of the best game based on a movie at the 2007 Spike Video Game Awards. On January 31st, 2008, about 4 million copies were sold around the world. The major aim of this game was to please the fans of the Simpsons TV show, and trust me, it actually did. The ending of this game gets really trippy as we get to find out that Ralph Wiggum was playing it all along.
Do you ever wonder if you're a character in a video game?
The Simpsons Arcade 2009, iOS, Java. Developed by the Iron Monkey Studios and published by EA Games on the 21st of December 2009. In this game, Mr. Burns, our cyborg boss, creates a secret gang of Springfield's strongest citizens to steal all of Springfield's natural resources. And his accomplice, Smithers, is entrusted with a microchip that holds every information regarding Project Operation Mission. The microchip is hidden inside a donut, and as Smithers exits the building, he bumps into Homer. Homer takes the unexpected donut from Smithers, but is then attacked by some goons who want it back. Mayor Quimby takes the donut and gets into a car and drives off. Homer then assures himself that he must get the donut back, no matter the cost. And it's up to you to ensure that he keeps that promise. Know what else is up to you? Liking this video and subscribing to the channel. And there you have it, the real-life Simpsons video games, from how they were developed, published, and released, as well as their fun plot development. Most of us will be searching for these games right now, but if you enjoyed this journey, be sure to like and subscribe for more Simpsons content. Let us know in the comments which area of The Simpsons you'd like us to explore next. Until next time, folks.